Hey guys, it's Matt the Woodshed Barber, and today we are talking about the
Vader
trimmer and clipper from Supreme Trimmer Company. So guys, we are talking about the Vader clipper and trimmer. Now, if you've not heard of them, they are a new combo offered from Supreme Trimmer Company. Another new, the time to be a barber right now, you've got new companies popping in left and right. It's confusing at times. So this is something I found on Amazon, had great reviews in some things, but I'm gonna be putting in my 2 cents on this, actually having it working in my shop for 2 weeks. Let's get into this.
You're in dire need of an upgrade. Systemic, top to bottom, 100-point restoration.
So guys, we're going to start off with talking about the design this time, because honestly, it's what probably bothers me most about this duo. Let me start off by showing you the box. So whenever I ordered these, they came in black or red. Both of them look like a metallic, nice coating. Actually, just show you the boxes. This is what they look like on the box. Like a nice muted metallic shiny red, like something that you'd see on a car, right? Well, I have a big pet peeve about companies who will Photoshop their product to look better than what it is, and that's exactly what they did, because that's what it's supposed to look like. That's what it looks like. Man, that is straight up Fisher-Price red. That is some baby toy plastic. Just, come on, man. What are you doing? If you're gonna sell something, sell it for real. Don't trick people. That bugs me. Okay. Calming down. All right. So, design-wise, outside of the fact that the visuals flat out lie to you, this is what they are. You've got a very familiar trimmer shape that you've seen a lot out there. The Kimmy 2299 has the same kind of body shape, body style. And then you've got this new clipper shape, which we'll get into here soon, that for some of its quirks, I think it has some positives. I'm not against the shape, but there's some serious problems with this clipper. So design wise, I would say the trimmer feels good in the hand. It feels cheap. It has that cheap plastic feel, but as far as what you're getting, I think I paid $75 or $80 for this. For what you're getting, it's fine. Design wise for the trimmer, I would say 8 out of 10. Not bad. Clipper, the way it holds isn't too bad. Now it is a little bulky. It kind of reminds me of the Fast Feed as far as it having kind of just a bulky feel in the hand. And this is a unique thing to get used to, of having this guard around your blade. But the thing I hate about this clipper is the click arm. It feels cheap. It feels it feels like something that you'd expect to find at a Big Lots store. It's just not good. And also, let's count the clicks. So you got first position, second, third, fourth. You've got 4 clicks instead of the traditional 5. So there is no in the middle. For the clipper, I'm gonna go 4 out of 10. It would get better if it had a better click arm, but that click arm just sucks.
Pop the hood. 2JC engine, no shit.
So power wise, I would say that the trimmer has plenty of power. It has a 3.5 hour runtime with a 3-hour charge. That's a little weird. It does come with a charging dock. Both of them do, by the way, which kudos to them for the price. That's not bad. But 3.5 hours runtime, 3-hour charge. It is a little bit of a loud motor. So let me demonstrate. I would say it's probably the loudest trimmer I've got right now. It is louder than the Low Pro FX. It's it's louder than all of them. Louder than all of them. But it's still not terrible. I would still use this over a detailer. I would still use this over maybe an Annis T outliner, depending on if you get one that's loud or not. That's the thing that depends. So this trimmer for the cost is better than a lot of trimmers, but I'd say it's still kind of mid-tier. So motor wise, it's an 8 out of 10. It's not bad. Now for the clipper, it has pretty good RPMs. It's like 7,500 RPMs, I believe. I don't think it was displayed on the trimmer. I think actually the trimmer is like 6,000 or 68, something like that. It's a little loud too. Kind of reminds me of the first generation of Magic Clips. Power-wise though, I didn't have any problem with it going through hair. I would say it's about the same, probably about a 7 or an 8 out of 10. It's all right. I would say, and this is surprising to me, this blade that comes on this trimmer, I think is pretty damn good. It's pretty good, guys. I do think that there are better blades. I would take a Babeless Gold FX or the Gold FX 2.0 or the FX3 blade over this. I would absolutely take the Psycho blade or the X Pro blade on the Saber. I'd take all those over this one. However, it balds out decently, pretty good. It is deep tooth, so it's not as crisp of lines. One thing I will say is that this is a really good trimmer blade for dealing with kids. Now, if it was quieter, it'd be a whole lot better. But this blade going around the ears of a kid, super, super easy. Kind of has the same feel as the X Pro as far as tenderness goes, because I can wipe my finger across the blade here. It's just smooth, no snag at all. So the blade, I would say the blade on the trimmer is a 9 out of 10. It's a really good blade. The blade for the clipper, no problems with that. Like, once again, it's the click arm that I hate. I hate this click arm. And I know that this is a style that's getting popularized, but maybe it's just this company, but oh God, I hate that. But as far as the way it cuts, it reminds me a lot of kind of like a Babeless taper blade. It's fine. Babeless's blades are not my favorite. They never have been whenever it comes to their clippers. But this is fine. It's good. I'd say it's a 7 out of 10 on the blade.
Because the way that my bank account is set up, the thing is, I got a checking in the savings, but all my money is in the savings. I don't think my card is going to go through.
So the cost of these. Now, as far as a budget duo, they're not that bad. The trimmer was $80, which I think, considering the quality of this trimmer, is okay. Now, there are much better trimmers in that price range. I would say the TPOB Troll, especially if you just get the single lid one. I think that's also going for like 80. There a little while back they had all of the Low Pro FXs from Babeless at 80. Crazy that they did that. I think that's gone now. I'm not sure. Double check me on that too. And plus, for like $20 more, you can get the TPOB X that I just reviewed, and that is in my top 2 trimmers right now. It's fantastic. So as far as price goes, $80, it sounds like a good deal, but for considering the competition, I would say it's not the best price. Excuse me, it's not the best price for a cheap plastic trimmer. I would say price-wise, $80 for this trimmer, that's like a 7 out of 10. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's all right. For the clipper, it's $100 for the clipper. Me personally, I wouldn't pay $30 for this thing. It's just, to me, its functionality, it holds it back so much. So I would say this is a 2 out of 10 for price, because I really hate this clipper. It's just, and the click is just, it's not fluid. It just, can't stand it. So price wise, yeah, it's like a 2 or a 3.
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
So my experience using these things, like I said, the trimmer did good. It's a very serviceable trimmer. It's about middle ground. The clipper, I hated cutting with it. I couldn't do more than just maybe a cut a day working with this thing over 2 weeks time. It was not good. So as far as that goes, I would say my overall final thoughts on these is that one thing that's good about them is that, well, not for the clipper, but for the trimmer, it does have USB-C on the bottom. So it would be a good travel kit trimmer, like a secondary trimmer to a travel kit. Really good for that. It's light. It works well. The 3-hour charge time isn't that great, but overall, decent trimmer. I think there are better ones, but there's definitely worse ones too that cost a lot more. So on the whole, it's pretty good. The clipper, just dodge it. Just don't even give it the time of day. There's so many better options out there for you. I don't know why. I mean, God, get the troll, the TPOB troll, the J Blends version, that gray version. I haven't got my hands on that one yet, but it's pretty sweet. Yeah, it just to me, it's just not good. Now, I'm not, like I said, it's not necessarily the shape of the clipper. It's just the way it works, the click lever on it. I'm just not big on it, man. Don't like it at all. So that's my review of the Vader clipper and trimmer. I mean, it's pretty short, it's pretty concise. Hey, concise, the barber. I see you out there, buddy. It's pretty short, it's pretty simple, and I would say this is a good example of how going for the cheapest route is not always the best. Just because something is expensive doesn't mean it's good, and just because something is cheap doesn't mean it's worth the price. You can buy something that's cheap and it still not be worth that cheap price. So that's what I think about this, guys. Once again, please like, subscribe, comment down below. We've had a lot of funny interactions here lately. I've really enjoyed it. But stay tuned for more content, and as always, I'll check you guys on the next one.
Yeah, my little buttercup has the sweetest smile.